Got him! After them!
That keeps visiting me a lot, so at least there's that.
Let's go! Yeah!
Oh, okay. Just a random cape. Lockpicks, daggers. Hood. Okay. I'm gonna take all your stuff before you have a chance to tell me now.
Good day to you.
By the flame, thank you, thank you. I thought I'd be stuck cooking for these ignorant weasels for the rest of my life. Or until they were bored with me, I suppose. I must get back home. I only hope they haven't hired a replacement. The dwarf looks aghast. Listen, next time you're in the Gilded Vale, stop by the Black Hound Inn. I'll let Paskin know just what you've done for me, and I'm sure she'll do right by you in turn. Oh, to be back in my oven again. Reputation, yes. So yeah. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. It's really cool. I haven't played a game that was like this turn-based and like this style of game in a really long time. Well, I guess that's not true. I mean, I was playing Divinity Original Sin like a couple days ago, playing a co-op, but like I only played it for like maybe a total of 2 hours, and most of that was talking. But it's been a while since I've actually actively played one of these. Interesting. Okay, well, let's go this way first. Or not. Whoa.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Wow. I feel at home already.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
No.
Are you absolutely certain? Lord Raderick has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
He stepped to the side and inclines his head over so slightly towards the deformed tree.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn, just southwest of here.
Interesting. Before I got here, I saw several people conducting a strange ceremony near some ruins. You'll want to mind when you mention that. Trespassing on Engwethan ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempt some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Brath have mercy, we certainly have. I don't think so. Just as they finished, there was a Biawak. If you'd been that close to a Biawak, you wouldn't be standing here. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Gilded Vale understands our rules. Yeah, so what's this about Hollowborn? I forget that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the Direwood for almost 15 years. He lowers his voice. Children born without souls. Oh. Pitiful, dumb things that breathe barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they're a punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, no one knows. But they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Widewind's Legacy struck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. I see.
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an Animancer. However, the only Animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that. Keep out of...
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
What do you mean? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of the Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Brath must be redoubled. What happened? I will know more details when the messengers arrive. The vagaries of childbirth, perhaps, but not your concern. Hmm. Interesting. Sellsword. Keep out of trouble. Keep out of trouble.
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
Strange way to talk about your dad. Half the town's up there now. Seems like no right way to talk about it. Interesting. Oh. He has to go all the way around. Settler's Arrow. Theophilion. As near you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. Voices from its past call out to you. You see a pennant waving tall and sluggish in the wind, a rising sun embroidered on the banner, the vanguard of a small troop of paladins. The atmosphere is buoyant if restrained, and the armor has not been tarnished by the elements. This expedition is fresh, young, filled with zest and zeal. At the head stands a commander, awkward in full armor, but determined to step. Despite the excitement of his fellows, he does not smile. There is a twist to his mouth, his countenance grim. He throws up a hand, halting his troop. Silence falls among them, revealing a dark thunder, deep and low. He orders them to ready their weapons and spread out. Eyes dart from horizon to horizon, necks twisting to see the source of the sound. In the distance, dust and lightning rise from the ground as Stygian clouds race towards them overhead. The soldiers stand, only the staccato movement of their breath betraying their nerves. The commander closes his eyes, calling a blessing down on his troop. Invigorated, invincible, they wait as the enemy draws closer, poised to attack. Gaming Typhoon, hey, how's it going? The first one here? Well, right now you are, yeah. People have been popping out here and there, but beneath the vines are crude carvings of a sun rising over 3 stars. Papa says the temple is cursed. Probably because it is. Ooh. Yeah, let's go down there. Although if it's a dungeon, maybe not. It's a dungeon. Wharton? Wretched beasts. A man lies resting against the wall, lit by dim illumination of a fading sconce. He has a gaunt fox-like aspect, and his face is pale and damp with sweat. One arm is held loosely against his side, sleeve soaked with blood. He gives you an anxious glance as you near. His features twisted with pain. Have a care if you mean to go in. He casts a quick glare towards the door to his left. The place is not so empty as thought. This temple isn't what it used to be, probably for the best, times being as they are. I'm no looter if that's what you're thinking. Not one of the faithful either. I just wanted to do some good, I suppose. Got my arm clawed up for it. He regards you wearily. Maybe you'd have better luck. Better luck with what? He points a fingerward upwards. These ruins around us used to be a temple of Aethys, the scattered god. A grand temple at last. A grand temple at that. His worshippers could come from all over Direwood, from Redrest even. Go on. Once the legacy started, Lord Redrick decided to be too lenient on the Athosians. He had his people go in and put them to the sword, left them down here, buried under a heap of rock. After that, Redrick ordered the temple sealed. It's been years. Like that, up until recently. Lord Redrick hopes that if we rededicate the temple to a living god, then we'll be forgiven and the legacy will end, see? But until then, the temple is as you see it, unguarded. That's where you come in. Those priests, maybe they didn't have a lick of sense between them, but they still didn't deserve to go like that. Chopped down on their god's house. It doesn't sit right with me. If you can get down there, find their remains, maybe we could finally give them a proper burial. No small task. There's coin in it for you, though, if you need motivating. I take it you weren't supposed to be in here. Well, I meant to be in and out, nice and quick, but I'm not hurting anyone. It's just Lord Redrick forbidden everyone having anything to do with the scattered god. It'd be a little harder to explain to him than you. I'll find them. Then by the flame I owe a good turn, but listen, the temple's been sealed off for so long it's crawling with creatures. If you get past them, the priests would have been down here on the lower floor. They'll be there still if they're anywhere. Those priests had all kinds of secret chambers, switches in their walls, trick sconces, and that kind of thing. Keep an eye out and take care down there. I wouldn't want to have to send someone else after your remains. I'll wait here by the stairs and keep a lookout. Maybe try to patch myself up some.
Hello.
Okay. We'll come back here. I gotta go to the inn. Yeah, it was in the southwest, right? Okay. Barath's Bell. One can only assume it's this. Oh. You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
One of the other men glares at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. We're humble folk, but we're no fools, not like he thinks, mocking us while he shelters in our village. We don't take kind to that kind of talk from foreigners, especially not Drians.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cock's feather!
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
Let's be diplomatic. This is unnecessary. Wouldn't you rather be inside drinking than out here arguing? We don't want your charity either, foreigner. They squint at you through red, bleary eyes. It sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. Oh, well. That was easy. As the last of the attackers falls, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
I'm glad I could help.
Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts. Though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
What happened to Fallout? I'm still playing Fallout. I just decided to take a break because this game came out today, and I've been looking forward to playing it for about almost 2.5 years since it was announced that they were going to make it. I was part of the Kickstarter for it, so I'm really, really eager to get into it and play it and see what it was all about. So I'm going to play it for a bit, and then go back to Fallout, finish Fallout, then do this again. Or this might be the thing I'll play like in between stuff. I'm not sure yet. It depends how I feel that I want to stream, so I'm not too sure. Because obviously this is a lot of talking, like, you know, reading and all that kind of stuff. So it's definitely not for everyone. Like, you know, not everyone wants to watch that. And I certainly don't want to be doing that every day, every night, because it's a little bit tough on my voice, especially since I'm just getting over being sick. But yeah, that's what's up with Fallout. I'm still playing Fallout. I'm in the middle of well, still near the beginning of Old World Blues, but yeah. He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of the fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine.
I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvusser, at your service.
Tell me of yourself.
I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I'm grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with a caravan, but we were separated near some ruins.
In Gwithan Ruins? Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
Several hooded figures operating a strange machine. He goggles at you silently, apparently assessing you earnestly. Finally, see he gives you a clipped, awkward laugh.
You do manage to find yourself in rather interesting predicaments.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing in the Gilded Vale?
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
And you? I've been experiencing strange things of late. I'm looking for an expert on souls.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
He nods at the gnarled old tree in the center of town. How'd you manage to get across those three drunks?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
You did make a rather lewd suggestion regarding one of the aggressors and his own sister. Ha, that. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. I see. You don't look like a settler.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you.
True.
Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places. As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
So do I. Let's go.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Yeah. Now I got a wizard. Two-handed scepter. And a rapier. As well as first level spells of Dazzling Lights. Overwhelms anyone in the area of effect with brilliant and bewildering pyrotechnic display. So leaves them taste. Cone of Fire. The caster's hands become so cold as to freeze what they touch. Freeze damage. Missiles. Summons 3 spell missiles that batter a target, inflicting crush damage. And/or Arcane Assault. Unleashes a bolt of magical energy from the Grimoire that inflicts raw damage and dazes targets in the area. Yeah, no problem, Gaming Typhoon. Have a good night. Tell me of a deer. Oh, this is what he said before. People are informal, hot-blooded, his mouth twists into a wry smirk, more attentive to insult than to duty, but as long as one avoids provocation, it's easy to get along. I've gotten accustomed enough to keeping my thoughts to myself, anyway. Any thoughts on what I should do next? Well, you're in charge here, and as far as I'm concerned, any place is better than the Gilded Vale. Very true. Let's loot these bodies. Loot the bodies. Well, where's this?
No problem. Sure.
So what level are you? It's a second level wizard. Second level fighter. Okay. So we're both around level 2. are level 2. Mm-hmm. Floorboards are sticky with spills and no one's bothered to clean. Wish we had some better minstrels in here. No, or that they wish they had any minstrels. Fair enough. Pascal.
Gods keep you.
Hello, and welcome to the... Oh, it's you. Tenforth told us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. Sweet. Consider yourself a favor to the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. He wanted to whip you up something nice. He's already back in the kitchen. So, what would you like? I'd like a room, please. Certainly, you're always welcome. Inns allow characters to rest without using camping supplies. Cheap rooms are usually available, but if you have copper to spend, you may consider the more expensive options. The bonuses they provide last for a long time and affect the entire party. Ooh. Yeah, let's get the laborers one. Yeah. Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of Gilded Vale's gallowed tree, the creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind till the sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face is shriveled inward like moldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind, until she is mere inches from your face. Suddenly, her head snaps up and her eyes open, and they are empty, and behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts with a gust of rancid air. She speaks a word. Watch her. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face in thick droplets, and your skin soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an animancer. Though it fills you with a new, queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more, if only to confirm that she is truly dead.
Welcome.
Do you know of anyone looking for work? Oh, well, I can't say from experience, but we do have certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time. If you want to hire someone on, I'd be happy to send them your way. Let me see what I have to work with. Ooh. I don't have enough money to recruit a level 1 adventurer. Okay. Let's see. Got a bunch of stuff in my stash. Skuldermean. Oh, that was part of a quest? Weird. Okay. What do you have? What do you wear? Just a random cape. Random hood. You wear medium 6 armor. Properties of overseeing. Okay. Quick items. Wood lockpicks. Maybe that means like potions. None of which I have, but still. Yes, yes. So, right, so. Pretty much gonna go with one-handed stuff, I think. 8 to 12. That's more if you're doing daggers, though. So I can sell most of this stuff. Syrup Spear. 11 to 16 piercing damage. Its properties are that it's accurate. Oh, +5 accuracy. Okay. Okay, so most of what I have is actually better. Light armor, lights. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Random padded cap. We should keep at least one torch on us at all times. In case we need stuff for fire. You know, fire reasons. Supplies. Oh. Not really worth much, but worth something. Okay. So, okay. Okay, let's hold on to the stuff we have for now, at least. Beat the 10th. Ah, it's you, my savior. He makes a sweeping gesture to indicate the kitchen around you. It's so good to be back. Do not think I will let this go unrewarded. I have decided that you have earned the right to learn one of my most closely guarded secrets. My dearest recipe. After this, you will eat nothing else. A savory pie to keep you hale and hearty. May it serve you well in your travels. Cool.
No problem. Huh?
How may I help? Indeed.
Come here, you. Drunkard, villager. A scroll of flames. Oh, I guess I just went in here.
Aye, indeed.
Huh? No problem. Yeah?
Says the woman from Thane. Hey, we said we wouldn't mention Thane.
Yeah? Sure.
Oh, it's a dog. He stares intently at the covered window, head cocked as if waiting to hear a particular sound. It looks up when you approach and whines a low note, tail wagging. Pet the dog. The dog's tail thumps happily against the floorboards. Oh. Did I just go outside? No, we're gonna go back inside. Inside's where it's at. Please, leave me be. I am full to sickness with what I have seen in this place, people. Okay, let's save. Will I get reprimanded for this? Oh. I guess you do. Fair enough. Padded armor. Oh, very nice. A duelist's hat. Ooh, I like it. Let's go back downstairs. Let's go sell a bunch of our stuff. I love how you can focus on, like, such the small things. It's kind of cool.
Hello.
Can I see what you have for sale? Oh. Now, does he have only a certain amount of money? No. Okay. Interesting. Quarterstaff. Cool. Now we got tons of money. So now I can hire an adventurer to come along with me. But we should look at... That's weird that you still have to scroll through it. I mean, I get it, but... Hide, padded... Okay. Pies. +6 max endurance for 10 seconds, plus constitution for 150. +2 damage reduction. +10 max endurance, +2 dexterity for 300. The chicken gives +2 constitution. Savory pie is might and perception. Cookies. Potions of minor regeneration. Yeah, that might be good to get. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, I don't want that many. I got like 2. Constitution is which again? I don't remember. Maximum endurance, perception, constitution. Cool. Oh, and I get to make them? Okay. We could use a hunter, I think. Intellect does more than that, though, doesn't it? Unconscious will and influence the duration of area effects. I'm gonna go with actually, if you go with godlike and nature, doesn't that? No. Elf, dexterity, and perception. I'm gonna have 2 elves. This doesn't really matter. Distant advantage. Against any enemy that's more than 4 meters away, wood elves gain bonuses to accuracy, deflection, and reflex. Whereas these ones are better increased burn damage. So we want a wood elf. And let's make her a ranger. Wounding shot. Slow the enemy. 2 per encounter. Target gets hobbled for 10 seconds. And inflicts damage over time. Or designates a single target as prey, giving the ranger and animal companion a damage bonus against that target. Yeah, let's do that one. Ooh, I get to choose what kind of companion I get? Antelope. I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, it does. Okay. Antelope have naturally superior defenses, deflection, fortitude, reflex, and will. Okay, so they're gonna be like strong. Bear companions do high damage reduction. Oh, so they are... Oh, okay, so they're strong, but they're also, like, powerful. Okay, I get it. A boar... inflict more damage when they're below 50% endurance. Lions have the ability to terrify enemies with a powerful roar. A stag can activate a melee attack that does damage to all enemies in a small area. Wolf animals do high damage and can more easily avoid disengagement attacks. Ooh. Let's go with the wolf. Let's name the wolf. I know it's completely not original. Fingers. Might and dexterity. Oh yeah, we want. These ones are recommended, huh? Put that to 15. Healing and fortitude damage. Action speed and reflexes. Yeah. Adier's resolve. What does resolve do again? I can never remember this stuff. Determination and fearlessness. Perception. Let's go from the Deadfire Archipelago. Lore and survival, that's mechanics. Ah. Yeah, let's go with that. Yes. Picking a portrait, picking a portrait, portrait. There's a lot of portraits. What were some of those good ones? Yeah, let's go with that one.
Time to see and not be seen.
Yes.
Leading the way. Nice and slow. Huh? Follow me. Keeping an eye out. Yes. Leading the way. Onward! My eyes are peeled. Yeah? I've got this. Ha! Silence surrounds me. I shall lead us. Attack! Let's keep quiet.
Feisty. Sweet. Oh, right, we have to go see that tree. Oh, wait, no, the tree's over here. Caldera de Beresian. The squat, distended body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bough that sags at the tug of her noose, the bloated purple flesh of her neck worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen. Bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side when the breeze shifts. You perceive a faint glow her that casts no light on its surroundings, but there is a tepid warmth. You somehow feel you could reach out and touch it, not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on the objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out toward the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with new and familiar awareness. Once you have expanded enough to reach her, there is a sudden jolt in your mind, a ringing, electric surge of images, words, and sounds. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness, a space occupied by only you and the hanging woman. And when you open them again, she's staring at you with eyes clouded in a milky fog, her body still swaying in a wind you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does, and she smiles at you.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
Yes. Are you able to speak to me?
Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. I think it is a very good choice.
I think I survived a biohack. Do you know why that would be?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing. Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no? No, I think not. A pity that. It would be simpler. A mercy, even. To not have to wander anymore, no? The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there. You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
What's a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair. And here we are, visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times. Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either leaving or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their honor can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder.
What do you mean when all goes well?
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties. You should see old Merwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
You said souls break apart over time?
Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again. But less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think. Me? I'll bore you to tears, though. A student of the soul. Something so basic, yet so poorly understood. But so many breakthroughs have been made in my lifetime. Had been made. Had been. To hear the locals tell it, we're a gang of soul manglers that preys upon the weak-minded. And the worst of us are.
True.
But the best of us, the best? Inspirations, miracle workers. My parents were soul twins, miserable before they met, empty inside. It was an animancer who helped one find the other, turned their lives around. You wouldn't believe the stories. Amnesiacs helped to remember their lives. The suicidal brought back from the brink of oblivion. The elderly afforded extra moments to say their goodbyes. It's a fascinating science. A fascinating time to be alive in a place like Deerwood that does not control the research, no? Well, I came where I was needed, didn't I? Offered my services to Lord Radric for a pittance. A humble pittance. I was to examine the Lord's wife, see why the gods have seen fit to poison her womb. Studied her for months, looked high and low for impurities, tested her valence, the permeability of her essence. Do you know what I found? Nothing at all. A healthy woman, head to toe, blessed with a beautiful soul. Such a sweet woman, too. Meek, but warm-hearted. A few months' time, and the lord of the house demanded answers. For a time, I told him what he wanted to hear. Oh, yes, my lord. She is riddled with imbalances. I must have time to cure her. As the birth drew near, he grew impatient, as lords do. And this is where I've ended up. And here I thought you'd come to visit. Of course, dear. Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
She closes her eyes and her head slumps forward over to the noose, and your surroundings seem to bleed into your vision to a somewhat unknown place of waiting. Are you alright? You seemed lost just now. I'm a watcher. Well, that's interesting. And I expected this had something to do with the hooded figures in the ruins, In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we're traveling together, it's probably wise for us to share these things. Do you know of watchers? Only that they're rare and they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions, as you just demonstrated. Let's continue on.
Huh?
Visions and whispers. Golrachu? Minus 20 fatigue for 600 seconds. Oh, nice. Let's see what's in this house. Oh, I already took this one. Oops.
Yeah?
How may I help?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Aye? Yes?
Yeah? No problem.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't kill those people, but oh well. Let's see, deflection 5. That is a ridiculous hat. Okay, no. Okay, so that's basically the same. Can have you be able to double daggers occasionally. You are currently wearing light armor. Cloak of Obsidian. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna make beef loaf? Severed pie. Oh, I see. Potion of Fleet Feet empowers a target with a natural speed, increasing their movement rate. Plus 20 deflection until damaged. Oh, that's pretty good. Constitution. Yeah, let's give her some food. Well, now we know that stealing can do that. But I don't think it'll affect my overall reputation since it's quite good here. Oh, some of them went up a little.
Well met, friend.
You killed that man in the cave. Are you accusing him of something? If this is about the accident, we're both grieving Crowley's loss, but it was a wild animal's doing. You see him tremble. What would make you suggest such a thing? Passionate. Stop. I have no patience for cowards and liars. He meets your gaze and sets his jaw and nods. Fine, I confess I did it. I saw to it he'd never leave that cave. His hand falls to the sword belt, and I'd do it again. I tried to leave the first time I suffered his temper, but he wouldn't have it. She looks away, expression pain. Naughton, he... We met. I knew I'd found someone special, someone kind, who cared for me. Please, all we want is to leave this place. Start somewhere else. She looks down at the satchels. We've got some coins saved up, and you could have it. If only you'll let us go. That's interesting. I don't know what you think you'll tell the magistrate, a story about a dream you had? But you won't take it this from us, not when we're so close, and not from that wretched Pearly.
Yes?
Eh? Huh?
Ma?
How may I help?
Lava will be unsealed.
Vengeance from the grave. Ooh, another deflection ring. Let's give that to you. This is light armor that no one can really use. 12 to 17 slash pierce. Yeah, okay. It's just a random dagger. Crossbow. Okay. Okay, so with a warbow, yeah, it's much slower damage. You know what? Let's switch that over. And that way you can use it occasionally. None of this stuff is really any good. I'll give you this hood. You can have a ring. Okay, let's see all about level related things. 6 points, huh? Ooh, fighter abilities emphasize strong defense and reliable offense. Most are melee focused, of course. Defender adopts a more conservative combat strategy, concentrating on defending incoming attacks. The fighter receives a bonus to deflection, increases his or her number of engagement targets to 3, but at the expense of attack rate. Confident aim. Disciplined barrage. Guardian stance. Minus 10 to accuracy. Yeah, let's do defender. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, I see. Because I can only have 4 of one level, right? Okay. So, let's see what we can do. Chill Fog. Glowing core staff of pure energy that matters to wield. Eldritch Aim. Ghost Blades. Slicking. So confuse. Viscous web, reducing movement. Causes enemy wounds in the area of effect to ignite, inflicting additional burn damage over time each time they're wounded. Oh my god. Corrosive Siphon eats away the target's spirit, inflicts corrosive damage, converting that essence into endurance for the caster. So that's blinding them. Fetid Caress. Target becomes paralyzed. Merciless Gaze. Ooh, that could be dangerous. No new tokens.
Yeah?
You should say yes.
No problem.
No problem. This is big. Oh. We know there's more grain in there, Trumbull. We won't settle for scraps while you grow fat on our crops. A muffled shouting emerges from inside the mill. The first of you drunkards comes through that door gets shot between the eyes. I'll put you down like a dog. Come away for now, lads, but we'll be back, and we'll have fair prices, or by the flame we'll have a reckoning. Interesting. An elven man stands before you, his relatively stocky build suggesting a life of labor. His face is pale and drawn, and his eyes wide. Behind him, a younger man and woman exchange worried glances. The miller raises a club. It shakes violently in his grip. Get back if you value your life. Hold on, I'm not here to hurt anyone. Who are you? You're still on roping foreigners into this little crusade now? I've only just arrived here. Helios Tit could use a friendly face. I take it you hear some part of the crowd asking for grain, as if it got tucked all away somewhere. Swinier's been egging that lot for days now. They've been keeping clear so far, but if things keep on like they are, I don't know how much longer we got before things get messy. The dwarf, the one standing out there spreading lies amongst the villagers. Bastard's been here for decades, and he hasn't gotten any kinder with time. Maybe I ought to have a talk with Swellner. Swainer. Yes, let's all just leave. Before anybody else gets hurt. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I can pick that. Now there's more houses over here. Ooh, blacksmith. Okay, there doesn't appear to be a way into that house or that one. What are these? Excuse me. Apprentice. This Hamano man has an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is a dusky blue of the deeper oceans. His arms coated in corded muscles, small ears frame a square jaw face coated in smeared soot and arcing black tattoos. Welcome, you're the first new face I've seen in some time. What can I do for you? What do you have here? You come to us such a strange time, I'm afraid. The stock's not what it used to be, but we have fine weapons and armor to offer. Yet, all forged right here at the Black Hammer. What happened? We just don't have the supplies. Been expecting the next delivery for near on a week now, and I haven't seen any sign of it. Have to expect they were hit by bandits. The road out east is crawling with them. Or my workers ran off with the wagon themselves. Maybe, to make some coin. As if they would dare. He's right about the bandits. The dire situations in villages like this and exodus to the cities has created far too many opportunities for the unscrupulous sorts. If you happen to be headed that way, maybe you could keep it out for my supply wagon. Or my shipment, at least. They'd be cutting through the Black Meadow. I expect only good road for it. As it is, most of our weapons go to His Grace, Lord Redrick, and his guard, and that's as it should be, but it doesn't leave much for outsiders. We just don't have the iron. I'll see them back safe and sound.
How do you do?
I'd like to see your wares. Jaina's lance. Oh wow. Morning Star, 14 to 21.
How do you do? Oh. Hmm. Pelts. What does this do? Summon an animat. Really? Hmm. Interesting. Grappling hook. And a pry bar. Hmm. Durability 4 padded armor. It's light. Greetings.
I don't think I have anything better in there. No. Okay, guess we'll just have to wait.
eyes are peeled.
Quickly and quietly.
I think they're all coming out this way.
Hi?
Oh, okay. Oh. Creates a duplicate of the caster to distract enemies, granting the caster a high deflection bonus. Okay, well let's just keep with those then. Let's just save here anyway.
Huh? Got it.
Okay.
How may I help?
Eh? Yeah.
Hi? I shall deal with this one.
Yeah?
Clear sat here left in a hurry. Ink is dripped across the scroll, obscuring its contents. A pile of furniture is branded with scorch marks.
No problem.
Let's go back in here first. Initiates note. Visitors to the ritual floor, Abrika says, redemption for even these, Orgot instruct the largest bell first rather than the second. So ring the first bell first. Okay. Will-o-wisp, huh?
Yes?
Yeah?